Hey everyone, I'm Nico from Licks of the Beast, and in this video we're going to be taking an in-depth look at Adrian Smith's legendary solo from Aces High. Aces High was the opening track from the 1984 classic album Powerslave, and it's a huge live favorite among fans all around the world. Adrian's solo in this song has one of the most recognizable opening licks ever, and the whole section really brings to mind images of aerial battles. I've always been fascinated by Iron Maiden's ability to make their music sound exactly like what you'd expect the subject matter to sound like. It's a remarkable skill that still amazes me to this day. This solo pulls you in from the first time you hear it, and if you're a guitar player, there's no doubt that you're thinking, I need to learn that. And that's what makes this music so special. It's memorable, it's complex enough to be interesting, but still accessible, so that it makes you want to rock out to it, and it makes you want to learn to play it. Now, before we start the tutorial, let's take a quick look at what the rhythm guitar is doing, so that you have a better understanding of what it is you're playing over, and also the scales used in this solo, so that you can get an idea of which tools Adrian used to put together this little masterpiece. The rhythm figure we're soloing over is the same as for Dave's solo, only one step higher. So Dave's solo is in the key of A minor, and Adrian's is in the key of B minor. This is something Iron Maiden do often when trading solos. They'll play their solos over the same rhythm pattern, only in a different key. So here is the rhythm guitar part for Adrian's solo. The chords are all allowed to ring out, leaving plenty of space for the lead guitar to fill up. Meanwhile, the beat is propelled forward by the bass and drums. In terms of scales, Adrian usually heavily favors the Aeolian mode, the natural minor scale. In this solo, however, he uses a different scale for each section. The first two licks are from the natural minor scale using the second octave, so this is your standard 2-octave natural minor scale in the 7th fret position. And he's using the 2nd octave, so these notes here. Only he's rearranging them in this position. The next lick uses the Dorian mode. The Dorian mode is basically a natural minor scale with a raised 6th. And that's what gives this minor scale a rather uplifting sound. In the second last lick, Adrian uses the minor blues scale with an added major 7th, giving that descending lick extended chromatic movement. Finally, the last lick is a simple but very effective minor pentatonic lick in the higher octave up here by the 16th fret. Alright, now that we've got a basic understanding of what is being played, let's look at how to play it. I'm going to break this solo down to 5 small and very manageable sections. Let's get started. That incredibly iconic and highly memorable opening lick is actually just the first 3 notes of the B natural minor scale, B, C sharp, and D, with an open B string as the pedal point. This lick is simple but extremely effective. Very often you'll see it played something like this. Or even like this. While both these versions do hit all the right notes in the right place, Adrian's phrasing is actually a little bit different. Check this out. This phrasing creates a cascading sort of feel that you don't really get with any other fingering. So let's look at that again once at speed and twice slowly. Now let's look at lick number 2. And now slowly. And one more time. So just 2 quick notes about that lick. First of all, make sure that you're hitting that pinch harmonic on the first note. And second, make sure that you're not letting the E string ring out as you're pulling off the B string. One way you can avoid that is to rest the tip of your ring finger just underneath the E string as you're pulling off. The phrasing of this next lick could be a little bit tricky, so watch closely. Now slowly. And one more time. We're already at the 4th lick. Now let's do that slowly. And one more time. That brings us to that final pentatonic lick to bring it home. Now let's look at that a little bit slower. Alright, well that concludes this tutorial. As usual, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, please do leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all soon with more licks of the beast.